Well, I grew up in a very musical household. My parents were both musicians. My dad was an opera singer and my mom is a pianist. They met in school. My mom was his accompanist as he was studying opera. And music was always in the house and everywhere we went because we followed my dad around, whether he was singing in Europe or in Australia or North and South America. We grew up around the opera house. And so my first memories of music involved being backstage in front of these big productions where there's, costumes and singing and dancing, a huge orchestra pit, and all of this magic happening on stage, all centered around this one piece of art that is being created with all these people collaborating together. And that was sort of my first inspiration into music. And there are photographs of me as a little kid standing on the fireplace with a stick or a pencil and insisting that my family sing along as I was conducting them. And so I sort of always had an interest in some aspect of performing. My mom was my first piano teacher though, so I studied piano with her for about 5 years, and when I got sick of having my mom yell at me from across the room saying that I had played wrong notes, I switched to two instruments that she knew nothing about, which was the trumpet and the drums. And so I played all throughout high school and got my studies a master's in trumpet, and drums was always a way for me to just do fun popular music. I played in rock bands, I played in boy bands, I played in mariachi groups, I played in klezmer groups, kind of every genre and every style in between. And so growing up with all these different genres and styles of music, when it came to conducting, and I discovered that there was a way to combine all of those interests into one in what we call pops, that was it. I knew that was what I wanted to do. To me, the beauty of pops is that it's a way to engage with everyone in the community and be a welcoming institution and a welcoming art form for the people of Detroit. And to me, that is also exciting because that means we have so much potential to innovate, to expand, and to create new things that don't currently exist. I look forward to finding new artists to collaborate, whether it's local artists from here in Detroit or bringing in artists that maybe have never performed with an orchestra before. Those are some really magical moments when you can sort of take a very familiar sound or a very familiar genre and completely transform it by adding 80 or so musicians to it and add all these new sounds and colors and textures that didn't previously exist. The DSO is one of the few orchestras in this country that really sticks to its mission of being an orchestra for the community and for the city of Detroit. And that's something that from my first time here participating in the ECSs and eventually some of the community concerts was really apparent and very important. I think that's something that is critical now more than ever, that orchestras be here to serve and reflect their communities. To me, that's something that's really exciting, is to get to know the community more, get to know our local business owners, our local attendees, all of the people who come to the concerts, and to be open to that question of what is it that you want to hear more? What is it that you'd like to see more on stage? Or where would you like to see us more present? Because that's what truly, I believe, makes an orchestra relevant and makes it important as an arts organization to the people of the city. I truly believe that an orchestra is meant to be a reflection of the community. So when I say reach out, tell us, what do you want to hear? I literally mean it. I mean, email me, Lopez-Yañez@dso.org. Tell me what kind of music, what kind of artists, what kind of genres you want to hear, and we'll see what we can make happen. Pops means endless possibilities and unforgettable experiences. So join us for the 24-25 season.